Hello and welcome back for part 24 of the von Carstein Lord and Hero Only campaign. So starting things off with a siege battle against Krugenheim, just because this Talabakland army force marched into it and Isabel and Vlad were right there, so may as well deal with them. I think before I actually launch this attack though, I will make sure I know what I'm doing with the settlement afterwards. Okay, so Isabella can move a bit after the battle, but not enough to get up towards Mortimer or anything. Though, that's clearly something I'd like to do before Dreicher rebuilds.
Your wish, Master. Do you need fresh troops?
Okay, and these vampires are on the way over to Manfred, but not getting there this turn.
Soon I'll be all-powerful.
The true von Carstein.
Okay.
Shed their blood!
So, sack for 3,400 money, which is pretty tempting. That's basically a turn's income. I have enough movement to sack and then occupy. I'm going to have trouble with public order because I'm not taking the rest of this territory, but possibly I could try and do so. Just have a quick look down in the south. I know there's a dwarf army.
What?
Yeah, that's right. Still not clear what they're doing, but I'd guess they're going to lay siege to Grenstadt. Okay, let's go for sack and occupy.
The world will be mine!
Yeah, so they've got a fair number of missile troops and lots of infantry as well. Don't think I'll have too much trouble thanks to Isabella's magic. So here we go. Could maybe have considered having Isabella on her Winged Nightmare for this battle, but I think even on foot she should be able to get into good positions for casting. Basically Wind of Death behind the wall is the big one, I think. Their artillery is not really a concern. I think they usually deploy their artillery close to the town square, and so I can imagine they won't really end up doing much firing until we're up to the walls, in which case they're likely to hit their own soldiers. Okay, it's a little bit of a difficult city to attack. They've got good coverage of towers, obviously. Well, Isabella's coming in slightly from this left-hand side, so let's deploy over this way, I suppose. Definitely going to take some missile fire approaching the walls. No real way to avoid that.
I will!
See if we can... Yeah, we don't want to take fire from more towers than necessary, that's one thing. Okay, so... Yeah, I've got lots of disciplined vampires with the discipline trait in this army, but I don't really have heroes with Arcane Conduit. Yeah, I think the only Arcane Conduit is actually on Isabella herself. That's fine. Okay, get over this way. I'm just trying to sort out my vampires, so there's at least some chance of me remembering abilities and stuff.
I am busy!
Isabella von Carstein!
Let's pop that for the movement boost. Yeah, so
Swiftly.
we have to accept that we're getting shot by one of these towers. Let's just not make it more than one.
Quickly.
Yeah, okay. So get up here. Then we're out of missile range of all the towers and can figure out what I'm doing for magic. I'm definitely seeing a nice line of stuff down in the courtyard or whatever behind the gates. Okay, handgunners, crossbowmen. Alright, nothing really happening here. Speed it up. Okay, and who's this guy I've got up on the walls? He is Empire Captain, I think? Oh, hold on. Gotten into range of the
Quickly.
rocket battery. It's a little unfortunate.
Swiftly.
Just trying to figure out if there's a way I can position to not get hit by that, but there might not be. There's also mortars shooting us over from that side.
Quickly.
It's not doing a ton of damage, but I don't really want my other characters to be sat there taking fire while Isabella's casting magic.
Swiftly.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're not going to be able to get out of range. Not doing a good job of finding where those... Oh, those are mortars too.
Blood von Carstein.
Okay, if we're still in range here... Oh, it looks okay, good.
Isabella.
Okay, so that vampire's about 600 HP short. Okay, she'll still have like 40% of her HP regen available. I have the option to just not put her up on the wall. In fact, let's just... Her and this low-level necromancer, I probably will just leave in the woods or whatever.
Von Carstein.
Okay, Isabella's getting shot by the mortar, but I'm fine with that. Yeah, look at this for a Wind of Death target. Does not get much better than that.
Die.
Yeah, look at the kills. That was... yeah, 390. Pretty disgusting.
Quickly.
I think if she stands right in there, the artillery's not realistically going to be able to hit her, it's just going to hit the building. Tower.
The dead should stay in the ground.
Alright, we actually did so much damage. Yeah, I'm just kind of waiting to see whether they redeploy more infantry up back to replace the ones that I took out there.
The gods have abandoned us.
So, you know, if halberdiers here,
All ranks take.
I get another 130 kills or so with these 3 units, but it's not particularly good use of magic. Let's just speed this up. Okay, if I get a hit on these greatswords too, that's fine. I'll take that. Oh, and the halberdiers. Alright. I'm liking the look at this. Just let them sort themselves out. Yeah, okay, that's good enough for another cast. It's not going to do as much as the first one, but... it should still be very effective. Where the wizard? Wise words, my friend.
Necromancer. No!
I understand. Blood frenzy. Vampire. Crush the breathers. Vampire. What? Your time has come.
Yes, this vampire's full health, but as I said, she has got not too much of her regeneration or healing cap left, so these two can just hang out and chat about the weather or something. Alright, the issue here is they actually have this captain on the wall, although
Vlad von Carstein.
I'm sure Vlad can deal with him. They're actually going to slightly hit their own units with the artillery.
Quickly! It shall be!
It is time.
At once! Understood! Noble of the night!
Okay, let's get that debuff down on that captain right away.
Attack!
And power up Vlad. Alright, if he doesn't want to fight us, that's fine. Definitely happy to just take out the River Infantry. Oh, he's coming back. Alright.
Them!
The von Carstein's march! Vampire!
Yeah, they don't really have any actual proper melee infantry up here, just crossbowmen. Oh my goodness. They're just nailing their poor troops up on the wall with those volley guns. Jeez.
Countess!
Let's make sure this necromancer's in range to give them some healing. And oh, forgot about the White King. Get him up as well.
Take their heads!
Okay, we've almost gotten rid of their
Von Carstein!
captain. He's had enough. Another hit or two probably take him out.
Before me! It is done!
I think, yeah, we don't need to chase after him. Better to just deal with the units up here, make sure they're shattered, and then we can head down to the courtyard. Speaking of which, I can't help notice another big line of infantry. Oh, she can't cast it because it's on the wall? No, there we go. Alright.
Love eternal! Isabella von Carstein!
Okay. Get off the wall now, just get into combat with those great swords, no problem. Pop this down.
Winds of death.
Oh, whoa. You wait. Not you. You stay out.
Night has fallen!
Managed to break the great swords.
Love eternal!
Go after these handgunners. What have they got here? Swordsman? Yeah. Just checking we haven't left any vampires like halfway up the wall or something silly. Looks good.
Bring death!
So I'm not going to commit any of my Scrolls of Stone or other AoE magic right now. Might need this magic for a little bit of healing. Just try and deal with the units piecemeal. It's probably the best bet.
Kill!
Okay, if these units are
Slaughter
broken
them!
and low health, I can just let them run away. War wagons, halberdiers, that's fine. Yeah, they didn't have too many great swords. I think we actually dealt with maybe the only unit they had. Oh, they're shooting Right, they're shooting my other heroes. Okay, just hide behind the tower. Yeah, regeneration always keeping them alive anyway, it's fine.
Swiftly.
Okay, so we need to just basically make our way to the center of the city, fighting anything we can on the way,
For blood.
like these crossbowmen. Yeah, there's some units coming around here behind us, we don't need to worry about that.
Isabella von Carstein.
We just need to keep killing them until they get the overall army losses. Okay, got some outriders, they can be slightly annoying.
Aye.
Right, Great Swords rallied, let's finish them off. Yeah, they do have a lot of missile units. We've done a lot of damage to them though. I mean, Isabella's almost got 800 kills. I'm hoping we don't have to run around the streets too much. Yeah, plenty of regeneration left as well. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay, that unit's unlikely to rally again, I think. Let's go after these war wagons.
Isabella von Carstein.
And the war wagons have had enough.
Swiftly. Quickly.
Okay, just press on towards the center of the city, fight anyone who gets into melee. I think those outriders are just going to ride off, yeah.
Swiftly. End them.
Yeah, the artillery shot can, like, knock our heroes and lords down, it just really doesn't do that much damage to them.
For Sylvania.
But outriders here, okay. Looks like they're bringing their outriders into combat, alright, I'll allow it.
Swiftly. At once.
Oh,
Curse of years.
for some reason I thought that Spirit Leech was a special ability, but obviously that would have appeared over here. Anyway, it doesn't matter, I'm not short of magic.
Endless night.
I think they have another general, yeah, here he is. Oh right, he's a huntsman. Yeah, that's probably why Isabella's taking a bit of damage. Okay. Let's maybe go to try to kill him.
Die. Queen of Death.
Gonna drop down the Assault of Stone. Well,
Yes.
assuming we get a big melee clump up here, which I think we might.
Carstein.
Yep.
For Sylvania.
So, drop this debuff down on top of the general. Oh, he's not really in combat yet.
Victory is mine!
We are the new order. Blood magic.
Teach them of life.
Isabella von Carstein. See them tremble.
Yeah, really don't think we're gonna have too much trouble here.
End them.
Oh, we're taking absolute chunks out of this guy. Look at him. Splat. Yeah, he's just gonna be taken out in 1 or 2 more hits.
Isabella. We rule the night.
He's dead. Okay. Shouldn't be long now until they get the armor losses.
Still my beating heart.
Night has fallen. Love eternal. Isabella von Carstein.
Nice. Okay.
Cease.
Yeah, so even with relatively low rank vampires really didn't have any trouble there at all. And everyone's regenerating up to full. Perfect. Looks good. Let's grab that money.
Sleep is for the living.
Ooh. Book of Archon. Speed and melee attack boost. That's not the worst. Campaign line of sight. Bold. Great.
The world will drown.
Yeah, so who do I want to actually come occupy Krugenheim? Probably Isabella. Although, she could get ready for an attack on Mordheim next turn. Oh, you know what, that's very tempting. If I walk to here and go into ambush stance, yeah, I like the look of that. There's no other rivers to cross. Heading up this way? No.
Countess of Sylvania. Danse macabre. As you say, mortal.
I want their souls.
So no, just occupy.
Bow before me, King of Darkness.
Yeah, that knocked it down to tier 1, but I think there's a fair chance I end up not being able to hold this, either because of revolts or wanting the armies to, vampires to move somewhere else. So I'd rather just get the money, I think.
More mausoleums.
Alright, you've already moved. So let's see here. Can repair this. Yeah, I mean that costs a relatively small portion of the money I just got. I won't start to build anything else, and I also won't tax the province.
Join me for dinner.
Max out Wind of Death for you. Alright, very good.
All shall know me and tremble.
Yeah, so I'm wanting to go after this. These are the only troops that Drytra actually has in the field right now. She's still pretty strong. I mean, I know there's a bunch of heroes, maybe another treeman in this army, plus there's 10 units in the garrison, so I can see what they are. Rangers, Dryads, Eternal Guard. Okay, those are just spearmen, they're not going to be very dangerous. Then a bunch of archers, okay.
Expand Sylvania's borders.
Okay, so let's see.
I will not betray you.
Got my White King who's scouting up towards Nagenhof. I know there's troops down here, so let's make sure I have vision of them. Yeah, quite a lot of troops there. Okay, something I'm realizing is that Manfred is one of my lords who, despite being quite high rank,
Come.
does not have Lightning Strike. I need to be bearing that in mind.
I can't.
Absolutely not.
No. This way.
Yeah, nothing more over that way, fine.
I obey. As you command.
Okay, just gotta look up here towards Ostermark. They don't seem to have too much.
Do not waste my time with petty talk. Make your offer and be done.
Oh, I'm not actually at war with them. Right. So easy to lose track of that. Ostland and Talabakland are the only Empire factions I'm actually fighting. Okay. But it doesn't look like Talabakland have another army coming down just yet. They've definitely got troops up here though.
A timely arrival.
Ah, but they're fighting
My
the Varg.
warhounds have not eaten in days.
That's good. Yeah, the Varg took Kislev and are probably at least a bit threatening up on the north side. Yeah, I think this is all adding up to being a great time to basically push in, take more time, Griffin Wood, and destroy Drych's faction for good. I'm putting that as a higher priority than taking Talabakland here. Taking Talabakland puts me in contact with more Empire factions, probably makes it more likely that Reichland attacks me. And frankly, even though Talabakland are at war with me and sending armies, they just haven't been
My sire.
that dangerous, to be honest.
What?
Alright, let's have Manfred move out in ambush stance.
Now, this was my plan.
You can stay there, I think.
Undeath Ascendant. Dance macabre.
Yes?
Soon I'll be all powerful.
Okay, we actually have another vampire slot opened up, so another Dread Incarnate available. That's nice. Bringing a bunch of, I've got I think 3 to 4 Dread Incarnates now going to be joining Manfred's army, so that's a pretty hefty leadership debuff.
Bats and wolves, gather.
Let's see, recruiting at rank 3. I don't believe I can recruit at higher rank than that anywhere else. I don't have any tier 3 growth buildings because they're just so expensive, so grab him here.
Not betray you.
Everything dies.
Alright. And we have Drakenhof able to get to tier 4. Excellent. And 2 more turns before Templehof can too, so it would be nice if I had enough money to be able to afford that, but we'll just have to see.
Isabella von Carstein.
Okay, I believe that's all the movement I can do. Ah, do I want to build something in the moat? I think, if anything, it would just be walls. Yeah. I'm close to not needing walls in the moat, as in, it's, you know, surrounded by my territory, but I think it's still plausible that some army could come in here and blow it up over one of my walled settlements on the outskirts, so I'll make that investment. You do get most of the money, or yeah, I think it's maybe 60% of the money back when you demolish buildings, so you know, it's a bit of money that might be spent somewhere else, but not a huge cost.
What do you want?
Yeah, just have to see what these dwarves do. I'm not too concerned about this army, but it's definitely going to be far stronger than any of my garrisons. That's the main issue. I have walls here. We'll see if that actually puts them off attacking or not. Oh, Averheim has an extra building slot too. Okay. Could improve the garrison here too. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, I'm willing to do that. This is leaving me a bit light on money. I can cancel some of these constructions to get the money back if I really need it. Like if I need to recruit an extra lord, I don't know, next turn or something. I'm also probably going to be making gold from fighting battles for the next few turns, I'd hope.
Do you need fresh troops?
Let's see here. So Vlad. Ooh, you know what? I think Vlad might actually be able to get up to reinforce Isabella attacking more time because he has an extra. He has a boost to the reinforcement range. I mean, yeah, without force marching is what I was meaning to say. What's that trait called? Savior, that's right, reinforcement range. get a
The von
flesh
Carstein.
golem onto Vlad for the extra movement range. Let's see, who can I take this off? Oh, manservant as well. Yeah, let's definitely take that off a hero and give it to a lord, because that's going to boost the movement of the heroes in the army too. And who else has flesh golems? Aborash, well, he kind of wants his. Alright, that necromancer doesn't really need a flesh golem. There we go. And I picked up a spell shield. Sure. Spell shield's nice because of magic resistance being quite effective versus these wood elves. Got a berserker sword. Let's assign that to one of the death vampires, maybe. Death vampires are slightly better at fighting, just because I've been working up this tree, so they have the, they have the regeneration ability, they have extra melee attack, melee defense, so I think it probably get slightly more out of the magic weapons, putting them on the death rather than shadows.
Yes.
Okay, don't think there's anything else that can move. Alright, have to cycle through a bunch of heroes because they're all out of the army.
King of Darkness.
Not building anything there. I'd love to get this up to tier 3. Can hopefully start doing that next turn. Yeah, that's... How much is that going to cost me? 4,000. Yeah, can always cancel buildings I've started constructing if needed. It probably is a higher priority than this fence, or yeah, ghost fence seems like a weird description, but whatever it is. But I want to get this started just in case I make enough gold to build both.
You dare.
Okay, looks good. Let's carry on. Aha! Okay, this is nice. So this is the army that was force marched into my territory in the south, and I was worried I wouldn't be able to get to Grenstad in time to stop them. But they've got into underway stance, and I intercepted them with a Borash. So this looks perfect. Let's have a look at their army for a second. So bolt throwers, grudge throwers, that's not too dangerous. Gyrocopters, I don't think will do too much damage to us. Explosive damage, armor piercing, explosive damage. Yeah, they don't have too much armor piercing. Thunderers are dangerous. Yeah, Thunderers and Bugman's Rangers are definitely strong units, and then 3 units of Longbeards that are magic will hopefully be effective against. Okay, let's go for this. It's really nice if I could actually take this army out without having to spend more turns of Aborish's movement and keep him in that new region I'm trying to lock down public order wise.
Yes, very well.
Okay, so
What? Understood! I will! Your desire?
Vampire. The living will join us.
yeah, so these vampires are pretty high level. Got 6 arcane conduits.
It shall be.
Yes, awake, minions.
Right, and Aborish has some Lore of Vampire's magic, but mostly it's a Necromancer.
With haste.
That's fine.
Find me if you dare!
Yeah, so I have a choice of Pit of Shades or
Necromancer.
Wind of Death. I'll just have to see. I think Wind of Death's going to be better against a static formation. So if I can get one of those off against a line of Thunderers or Longbeards, I'll go for that. But if it's a big sort of melee clump, then probably Pit of Shades is better. Yeah, I don't know the numbers on the armor piercing damage. It does say good against armor, so hopefully that means decent amount of armor piercing. Yeah, we are going to get shot by their artillery. It's not going to do too much to us. Let's just stop and have a rest for a second. Okay, they're spaced the units out quite well, actually. See if I get a better line for the Wind of Death moving in, but it looks like they've kind of deployed so as to minimize its impact. Which is smart. Probably unintended, but still smart. Guess going for Wind of Death along these two is probably the best bet from what I'm seeing. Sure.
With haste.
Oh, they moved out the way.
The summoning begins.
Okay, but I managed to cancel the spell, that's good.
Swiftly. Rip their souls out.
Destroy them.
Okay, this should be pretty... No! Ah, they didn't manage to move in time. Get wrecked. Oh, and they didn't move at all. That's nice. Okay, definitely need everyone to get into combat together here. And also need to focus down that Dwarf Lord.
Feel the night.
Not sure why they're picky on this vampire, but she's at least one of the ones that has her own regeneration, so
The new order.
should be okay.
We are
Okay,
immortal.
the Lord's at 70% health or so.
Carstein's mark. Vampire.
Go for a bit of shades.
Blood magic.
Your time has come!
Necromancer.
What?
Feels like that must have done pretty decent damage to them. Oh, and they're bombing their own units with the gyrocopters, holy cow. Yeah, there's no way that's more effective against us.
All that breathe shall die.
We are immortal.
Managed to cancel that casting somehow. It's alright though.
New order.
There we go. Still haven't managed to kill off their lord, who's probably doing chip damage to us here, but we're doing fine overall. Damage is nice and spread out.
Night comes.
Yeah, nobody needs to chase after the gyrocopters.
Vampire. We are immortal.
Okay, we need to deal with these thunderers, and that looks like, honestly, that's about it.
Kill my beating heart. The living will join us.
With haste. My lord.
Yeah, the gyrocopters are annoying, but they don't actually do that much. Guess they were able to do a bit of damage to my lord there, but we're fine. Okay, Lord's come back for another shot at it. Fair enough. Looks like he's dead. Yeah, those gyrocopters aren't going to last long in melee. Goodbye. Okay, they're gone. And because this was an underway interception, they should all get wiped out. So that went perfectly. No casualties. Able to regenerate to full. And yeah, like I say, hopefully don't need to make a detour down to Grenstadt with this army now. I think I was pretty lucky. I'm not sure what the chances of the underway interception were, but I can't imagine they're even 50%. Yep, all wiped out. Excellent. And 1350 gold plus another 1,000. Great. Oh, okay. Krasakarak just confederated Karak Kadrin. Interesting, interesting. It looks like going into ambush stance may have drawn out the army that was stationed in more time, which would be great because I don't have to fight them the same time as the garrison. I didn't even realise Ostland and Nordund were fighting, but I guess they've stopped. Oh, and the Necromant's got wounded. Grr. Alright. Well, whatever. Oh, and this army's finally leaving me alone. Great. Okay. Yeah, having that hero wound was the only minor downside there. I like the fact that these two armies have split up.
Not likely. We shall rise.
Okay, Manfred is actually in range to attack Valdenhof, but unfortunately,
More mausoleums to defy.
oh, I'm only slightly out of range with these vampires, but I am out of range. Yeah, I don't want to force march up. I don't think. Hold on. No, maybe I'm not out of range. Wait a second. Oh yes, I am. It's only yeah. If the heroes had all been able to move to where this lead hero is, I could have moved Manfred up, reinforced, basically have him come in to support Melchior. Melchior launches the attack, but sadly,
Thine right is
yeah.
mine.
Well, hold on.
Undeath ascendant.
No, okay, yeah. Some of the heroes are just too far away. I'm not gonna rush for this turn. I'm not exactly sure it's in the fog of war up here.
Ready.
I hunt.
Speaking of which, might not be a bad idea to have another scout out that way. Can always have him rejoin the army
Follow
next
me.
turn. So, Karak Drin got confederated, which means this territory is now owned by the main dwarf faction, which is okay, although Karak Drin didn't actually ever attack me despite declaring war, so whether that means I'm likely to see an army out of these two settlements now or not, I'm not sure. We need to remember the walls here. So right now Vlad is still the only one who could actually take them out. So let's see what happened to this Wood Elf army.
Then go.
Okay, so they didn't actually. Yeah, they're still within reinforcement range from the settlement. Okay, that is a unit that has Unbreakable for whatever reason. Good to know. Okay, I think I know how I'm going to handle this. I definitely want to fight the 10 units in the garrison separately from the 9 units here if possible. And I think the way I can achieve that is to transfer the heroes over to Vlad and have him actually make the attack here with Lightning Strike. Hold on. Oh, he has to go that way round. That's awkward. Really?
The world will drown in blood.
Oh, okay. That still works.
I will not betray you.
Yeah, so everyone joins onto Vlad. Vlad attacks and lightning strikes this army. I mean, if they withdraw...
Your wish, master.
Then withdrawing's still fine. We can work with that.
Darkness come. Very good.
The von Carstein.
Yeah, so my heroes are going to get... My vampires will be slightly weaker because of not having Isabella's passive boost to melee stats, but that's more than made up for the fact, or more than made up by the fact that I'm only fighting half the wood elves at once here.
I assent.
Cower before me.
Dance, macabre. I assent.
King of darkness.
So I imagine the wood elves will hold and fight because they believe they're getting their reinforcements for more time.
Bow.
I don't think they'll retreat. We'll see.
Dance, macabre.
Vlad von Carstein.
Right, hero shuffle is complete.
Yes.
Just make sure I'm not... Yeah, I'm not crazy. I do have lightning strike with Vlad.
Death and destruction.
Okay, so they stood and fought. Oh, this is nice. It gives me the advantage. Boop. And it gives me more of an advantage. So what are we up against? This lady. A forest spirit. And a Treeman Lord. That's going to be a bit of an issue. Okay, he only has beast spells. That's good. Perfect vigor. Physical resistance 25%, wood save 10%, yeah. This guy's going to be a problem for sure, but the rest of this army is not very dangerous. Hawk Riders. Oh, those can... Yeah, I guess we can't actually... Nothing we have that flies. Yeah, they won't do too much damage. Glade Rider Spears, not a problem at all. Windheart Guards, not a problem at all. Tunis of Oats, yeah, should be not a problem. So, their Lord and Heroes and possibly the Hawk Riders are the ones that might give us some trouble. See how much of this army I can actually destroy. I suspect they may pull back to the settlement, but that's okay. I can get Isabella to launch the attack on the settlement, and the settlement has way more in the way of regular infantry units, so AoE magic there should be very effective. Alright, so what's the plan here? They've got so few units that stuff like Wind of Death is good against that I'm not going to bother wasting magic, I think, on that. Save the magic for healing and possibly... I don't know, I guess possibly something like Raise Dead. They don't really have other missile units though. Yeah, let's just go. Let's just rush them.
Master of the undead, Vlad von Carstein.
The dead are mine.
So this necromancer is the one who's actually best at healing. That's great to bear in mind.
Necromancer.
We surpass Nagash!
And no one here is Arcane Conduit. That's fine. You have a Spirit Leech, so you can stand over there.
The living will join.
And you all have your own regeneration. That's cool.
Vlad von Carstein. Night march.
Right, and I do have one scroll of a Sword of Stone, which will probably only be good against this one unit, but still. And yeah, 4 of these Wind Blasts. Just check the stats on these Hawk Riders. Oh right, they have this Glamoured. I guess it's not strictly a debuff, but basically a debuff. Because they're... yeah, the Elves and Drycha's forces get this. At least to start with. That probably affects that cavalry too, right? Yep. Just have a quick check again of the stats of this Ancient Treeman. Okay, his melee attack and melee defense aren't quite as high as the Malevolent Treeman they get as regular units, so that's good. He's still a big tanky boy though. Someone's shooting at us. I think it's their hero. Yeah, here's the Branch Wraith, and I think the hero's invisible, but she's like a Glade Captain or whatever they're called.
Vlad von Carstein.
Alright, Vlad, hold on. Getting a little too over-aggressive there. It's because Vlad has a bunch of buffs to his speed, so he gets out there ahead of everyone else.
On death's
Oh.
wings, Vlad von
And their archer hero is just stood at the front of the army, fair enough. Alright, let's go fight some Zotes. Or, yep. As soon as the Ancient Treeman gets into combat, I will drop the melee debuff on him. If this unit comes in, I'll hit them with the Sword of Stone. There we go. Not really getting a better use for that. They haven't actually engaged with their Treeman. I think this is silly. They want to be throwing everything in here they have at once. Right, that did some damage.
Vlad von Carstein.
Yeah, here comes the Treeman. Let's just debuff him. Got his melee attack. Do a little more AoE magic against their vulnerable units. Let's get some healing down. Oh, forgot to do this. Also get this buff down.
Winds of death.
Spirit Leech on something. This is free.
Die, mortals, die! We are the new order! Find me if you dare!
Yeah, I don't have
Hungry for blood.
that skill maxed out yet, so I don't really feel like dropping Wind of Shade is worth it. Pit of Shades.
Vlad von
Okay, probably need to try and focus down the heroes a little better rather than their regular troops. Not sure how successful that'll be, but I'll attempt it.
Lord of the dead.
At once.
What do you want? Bring death.
Vampire!
I am busy.
Yes. Awake, minion.
Oh wow, that vampire's actually hitting a healing cap. She's been taking quite a beating. Well, hopefully we're reasonably close to getting the army losses. Maybe not.
Bow before me.
We've not done much damage to that silly Treeman. That is a concern.
Vlad von Carstein.
You can regenerate yourself, so let's do that.
We are immortal!
All shall bow before
Yeah, Yeah, I'm sure it's our Lord and Heroes who are
Attack!
hurting us here. More or less taking out their other troops.
Victory is mine!
That's Zotes.
With haste!
Alright,
All shall perish!
I'm not doing a great job of clicking on their
On Carstein!
other characters. Let's try and focus down the Truman if we can.
Death
Victory's in our grasp. Alright, great. Yeah, leadership's getting a little low here.
I'm in your throne.
Blood von Carstein!
Just to help her out a bit.
End them! Life end!
Yeah, definitely missing the buff to melee attack and melee defense from Isabella here in terms of
it is time.
getting this Treeman down. I mean, we're doing damage to him, but it's not effective. We barely touched this hero. Yeah, she has decent melee stats.
Blood von
Not amazing, though.
Carstein. Yes. No one can stop me.
Meet your death.
Blood magic.
Bless our blade.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of low leadership on the enemy side. There is this one unbreakable unit, but they've only got 17 troops left, so mostly dealt with them okay.
I am busy.
Tell when I get hit by the Treeman because my characters just take a huge chunk of damage. Let's try and actually just pull this vampire out.
Swiftly.
I will. Blood von Carstein.
What?
No, you went away.
The von Carstein
Ah, shoot,
march.
this one's getting low too.
Everywhere is death. Death all.
Vampire.
Yep, get out of that.
Swiftly.
What do you want?
Get this debuff down on Treeman again.
All shall
Okay.
perish.
To war.
Yeah, you're probably safest just away from the main melee.
Von Carstein.
I mean, they've hit the healing cap, so the regeneration ore is not helping them anymore anyway.
Blood frenzy. Noble of the night. Vampire.
Oh, Necromancer's getting low too.
Blood
Woodall's definitely tough. I think I was smart to try and take this lot out separately from the
of the night.
Blood von Carstein.
Garrison. Okay, so we've broken all their troops, but we still have to finish off these unbreakable spearmen, but there's only a few of them left.
On death.
If I can click on the flag. There it is. Okay, great. Actually,
With haste.
glad to start.
Tremble.
Yeah, I should have split my troops up here because I actually want to run down this Treeman if I possibly can.
Master of
Vlad
the
might catch him and hit him at least a few more times. So no casualties, but a lot of damage taken there. We did a fair amount of damage back. I think unfortunately I didn't kill any of their, or either of their heroes. Yeah, she was in melee almost the whole time and only got to half health. It's pretty impressive. And then Branch Wraith, I feel like I saw it running away at very low health, so it's like 20% or something.
All shall bow before me.
Come on, Vlad, catch this Treeman.
The summoning begins.
Can't even
Vampire.
block it off before he's dead, really. Okay, that's a speed debuff.
Blood magic.
Yeah, we're not getting there. Okay, well, no worries. Few man too fast. Alright, no worries. Oh wait, maybe we actually did wound the branch wraith. Oh, he had life magic. Okay, he was possibly his healing was what was helping them a bit there. Yeah, we wiped out this spearman completely. Glade Riders more or less. Hawk Riders, Zotes, not too much left. It's not. Yeah, it's a bit of money. Take it.
I never tire.
Okay, so let's see here. Rank 20 on Vlad. Very nice. Actually did have some leadership issues in that battle, so I think I'll postpone building up his own melee skills and grab that. And oh, I guess I'm at around an hour already. Okay, I'll do the rest of the rank ups at the start of next part. So between Vlad and Isabella, I'll figure out some way to deal with Mordheim plus this the remains of this army this turn, I think. Should be able to wipe them out. Might get attacked over the end turn by Talabakland, but I'm not concerned about that. So yeah, really happy I could deal with those dwarves. And apart from having a necromancer wounded from an ancient action, everything went very well there. So thanks for watching, and see you for the next part.